From the kind of billionaire who lives with pure minimalism to the one who literally built his own skyscraper. From those who collect homes like trading cards to the guy who's technically homeless. Here are some of the homes owned by billionaires, explained randomly by Nerdy Guy. Feel free to rank the worst and the best mansions down in the comments. I have a feeling it's going to spark a massive debate. Or maybe not. All right, let's kick things off with Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Meta. The man whose entire wardrobe seems to come in exactly one shade, gray, like he signed a lifetime contract with that color code. Mark lives in a home in Palo Alto, California, worth around $50 million. Sounds huge, right? But compared to his net worth, that's basically like you picking up a $50 secondhand laptop and calling it a splurge. He's built an entire mega compound with secret tunnels, more than a dozen structures, including 2 full-on mansions, plus a network of tree houses, all linked together with tight rope bridges, like some billionaire jungle gym. I mean, sure, I don't own a $50 million home, but for a guy like Mark, this place is kinda humble, bro. Next up, Warren Buffett, the greatest investing mastermind on the planet. So where do you think he lives? Miami Beach with a $1 million ocean view? Or a 90-floor penthouse in Manhattan overlooking the entire financial world? Nope. He lives in Omaha, Nebraska, in the exact same house he bought back in 1958 for just $31,500. And no, this isn't Buffett being cheap. This is his investment philosophy in real life. Hold on to assets for the long run. Don't panic sell. And don't waste money on shiny liabilities just to look good on a magazine cover. The funny part, after 65 plus years, that house is now worth around $1 million, over 30 times what he paid, and he barely had to lift a finger. A perfect example of Buffett practicing exactly what he preaches. Or maybe he's just too lazy to pack and move. Who knows? All right, enough with the whole minimalist billionaire vibe. Brace yourself for a geographical shock. Let's talk about Mukesh Ambani, the richest man in India and the wealthiest in all of Asia. This guy doesn't buy a house. He builds an entire skyscraper just for his family to live in. It's called Antilia, located in Mumbai. 27 floors tall, 3 rooftop helipads, a 6-story parking garage, a private 50-seat movie theater, and it reportedly takes around 600 staff to keep the place running. Listen, if that's not a statement of power, I don't know what is. $2 billion for a home. Yes, $2 billion. All right, give me a second. Let me just check my wallet real quick. Okay, I've got $20 left. Still enough to survive the day. Next up, the man you simply can't ignore. Whether you're a fan or a full-time hater, let's head over to the place Donald Trump calls home. This is Mar-a-Lago, a 17-acre oceanfront estate in Palm Beach, Florida. Built in the 1920s, it's designed in such an over-the-top Mediterranean style that if you accidentally cough inside, the echo somehow sounds richer. We're talking 126 rooms, a ballroom dripping in gold, and gardens the size of a public park. Trump bought Mar-a-Lago back in 1985 for around $8 million. Which is a ridiculous steal considering it's now valued somewhere in the hundreds of millions, maybe even pushing into the billions. To him, this place is the winter White House, the center of strategic operations, and occasionally the living room where he hosts world leaders while casually sipping a Diet Coke. Now it's time to meet Jeff Bezos, the guy who snagged the Warner estate in Beverly Hills for a casual $165 million back in February 2020. At the time, it was the most expensive real estate deal in Los Angeles history. Of course, the luxury inside that mansion is beyond debate, but the interesting part about Jeff's housing story is the way he invests in homes. Bezos owns a massive real estate portfolio, properties in Washington, New York, Texas, and most of them aren't even places he lives in. It's simply how he turns cash into real, appreciating assets. And hey, no shipping fees required. Now we've reached my personal favorite part. Larry Page, co-founder of Google. He doesn't just own a mansion. He owns 5 private islands in the Caribbean. Yes, you heard that right. 5 islands. At first, I imagined it as a vacation paradise. Paige lounging in the sun, sipping coconut water, maybe even filming a survival challenge vlog for fun. But here's the kicker. At a 2013 conference, he spilled the secret about those islands. Apparently, they're meant for social experiments that, the law wouldn't normally allow. Okay, that's enough for me. I don't want to accidentally get invited over there. Next up, of course, we can't skip Elon Musk, the guy who holds the title of the richest person on Earth, with a net worth close to $500 billion. But here's the kicker. He doesn't invest in homes so the world can marvel at gold-plated Musk mansions. Instead, in 2020, he announced he was selling almost all of his real estate and decided to live in a rental. Yep, that's right. A tiny casita prefab home near the Boca Chica rocket launch site in Texas. Only about 375 to 400 square feet, just enough for a kitchen, living room, bathroom, and bed. Basically, if you open the fridge, you might have to shut the bedroom door. Musk says it's all about focusing on his space missions. But honestly, I think the real reason is he's saving money on earthly real estate to one day build a castle on Mars, with a garage big enough for a few Falcon 9 rockets. Finally, Lionel Messi, the guy who's pocketed over $1.6 billion, yet stays humble enough to buy just a $10 million mansion in Miami. The house comes with 8 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, a pool, a spa, a gym, and, most importantly, 2 private yacht docks. Because one simply isn't enough to fit Ronaldo's ego if he tries to park there. And what about the Messi Island shaped like an M? Yep, an architect actually designed it. A massive M-shaped man-made island with a soccer field, an infinity pool, and a helipad. It's so fancy that Messi probably looked at it and thought, nice, but it's 500 meters from Fort Lauderdale Airport. Too lazy. Pass. So yeah, Messi isn't exactly ruling the ocean like a sea king, but with his current home, every morning he wakes up to the sea, steps outside to the pool, and opens his wallet to see Inter Miami still paying his salary on time. Hey, I'm Nerdy Guy. In the next video, I'll take you out to sea to explore the yachts of billionaires. And by the way, Elon Musk still hasn't bought one. He's worried the waves might mess up his Starlink.